Was there any ad-libbing in your role?
In this one, not much. I don't think. I mean, I try not to ad-lib that much anyway. As far as when I act, because I respect writers a lot for what they do and how they write it. The way that Avatar was scripted, it was very of its own style and its own. I didn't need to ad-lib because it was all on the page. So it was wonderfully written. They wrote it and it was perfect. So I had to ad-lib that much at all, if at all.
So how do you prepare to get in character?
For me, it was it came pretty easy for this character as far as I don't know. It's like because we did it over so many years, and once you find the character, I think we were just when you walk in the room and we kind of had it. You have it it's like you're continuing the soap opera of the storyline. It's just I happened to be playing it while we were doing it, so it wasn't hard to get into the character. As I think it was just one of those easy roles where we were kind of all in it from the get-go, and we were just running with it.
So you didn't try to lose your honor before each recording session?
Yeah, my honor was already gone. But the great thing about it was because it was a story where we're learning I'm learning every time I read a script, I'm learning more about the character, that I couldn't play anything that was gonna happen because I'm just like the audience. I'm finding out what's going on, and I'm going, this is cool. I'm walking into the session going, damn, this is crazy. I can't believe this is what happens. Starting the show, I didn't think I was going to be ultimately a good guy. I started the show thinking I was just going to be the villain kid that was just going to do a thing. So it was just trying to be in the moment, and we were in the moment because we didn't know anything more than the script that was coming to us. And that I think that also led for like an awesome way to act it, because we couldn't telegraph. We can't telegraph what was going to happen. But we just were in the moment and did what we could do.
Did you see the after the series ended? Did you foresee a new series bubbling on the horizon for Mike and Brian?
Well, we didn't know what to do because, and I say we, I'm with Mike and Brian. Brian and Mike didn't. I asked them at the end of the series, what are we gonna do now? It's like one of those sad things when a thing ends, and their sentiments at that moment were we don't know what we want to do because it's so perfect. And I was like, right. So it was a lot of time before The Legend of Korra was talked about. And then the movie was happening. And then that was whole thing. And then everyone, even fans hit me today about, well, what's up with Zuko and his mother? Is that open? And I think that's something to be, I don't know. I mean, maybe I have another lunch with Mike and Brian and see if we get to do that. Well, now they have created such a great world that now a lot of things are open. It's just so interesting because when we first did it, the biggest hit on Nickelodeon was SpongeBob SquarePants. And we were doing, I'm like, this is a Nickelodeon show? I'm reading this how is this Nickelodeon? And so it's kind of revolutionary for Nickelodeon also. So we'll see what happens within the Avatar world, the Nickelodeon world. There's a lot of openings, I think. Any more questions? Any other questions about anything, Jordan?
I did have a quick one, and then
keep going. Yeah, let's go. We'll keep rocking. We'll keep talking. You're gonna edit this anyway.
Yeah.
It's online. Whatever. We're rolling.
So let's
burn film.
Okay. Oh wait. I have a friend. She's into short films. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess probably stuff like this.
Yeah.
But what would you give as advice for someone trying to get into acting in general and maybe voice acting as well?
I think there's a lot of different advice. I mean, a lot of people reach out to me, especially young actors or friends of friends, or they come to town, can we have lunch or coffee, and just ask for advice. I think ultimately the best advice I get to young actors, I mean, it's different from when you're in LA. Then I don't really know exactly how about to go things when you're out of LA. It's a different game. But if you're a filmmaker out of LA, I would be just make films. I mean, do it. I don't know. You get good. Part of it is get good. Part of it is train, study. I mean, I went to acting classes straight for 20 years. Ended up not going to college. Ended up staying in LA, working and continuing studying conservatory 3 to 5 days a week for 20 years. And people are what? I'm yeah, it's part of get good at what you're gonna do. In LA, there's a lot competition. White, black, Asian, Latin, whatever. It's just there's a lot. This is where it's at. So you got to really get better than anyone else, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? My advice is to like study and get as good as you can keep getting good or whatever. Just keep studying, and then also work, whatever that means to you. If it's in LA, you're doing work in LA. You're doing little TV shows. You're doing little films. You're doing big films. Whatever, work. If you're outside of LA, work. If you're on stage, if you have friends that are shooting stuff, if you're doing web series, it's like keep doing the work because that's what's gonna get you better. You know, I think the worst thing that happens is people that talk about wanting to be good, talking about doing this and this and that, and then 5 years goes by, 10 years go by, and you go, we didn't make anything. That's what you don't want to do.
Okay, one last quick question.
Sure.
I know you gotta go, but my readers would kill me if I didn't tell us as much as you're allowed to about Avatar: The Legend of Korra.
Oh yeah. The Legend of Korra. I don't know what I'm allowed to say or not. I really don't know. I think people know that it's in the world of Avatar and it's set 100 years in the future. Do we know that?
Yeah.
So I think we're good with that. Other than that, I really don't know because I only did some of the episodes, so I'm not fully sure on what's going on with all the episodes. And I did do the finale, and I definitely can't talk about any of that. And I don't think I'm really supposed to know that I'm in it. I do, and I don't play Prince Zuko. I can say that. Beyond that, what else can I say? The animation looks cool. People are gonna be happy that it's Mike and Brian. It's that same feeling is back. I was happy to read the scripts and was happy to get in studio with the whole new cast and whatnot, but also still having that same energy and feel of what, you know, why I fell in love with the show while I was doing it and rewatching it. I still have not watched The Last Airbender, so I don't know what that's all about. Okay, so I guess I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, it can't be that bad, can it?
It's disappointing.
It's just not Avatar.
Yeah.
The Last Airbender. I just don't understand. Like he changed Aang's name to Aang.
And Sokka.
And Sokka. Like who? Like I'm gonna do Star Wars, but the main character is gonna be Luke Skywalker. Why would you do that? Crazy. I heard about that. I was like, what? I mean, I don't know. I've never worked with M. Night Shyamalan, and I do think he was a genius. I mean, Sixth Sense and Unbreakable are like some of my favorite films. So I can't speak on that, and I would still like to work with him someday. So I will continue not to speak on it.
All right.
But yeah. So I don't know what else I can say without someone getting mad at me. Except for I think it's really good. I think it's going to be a mini-series. I think I can say that. And anything else? I might tell them something off camera, which I can't say on camera, and then deny it.
Tell them.
They can't, and if they say anything, then I'll deny it.
Well, thanks so much for the time, man.
No doubt. Thank
so
you guys
much.
for coming out. Thank you guys for trudging the dangerous streets of Los Angeles.
Yeah. Oh, and I gotta say one thing. Thanks to all the readers who posted these questions. Airspeed, Donna Tracy, OG, a lot of people composed these. A lot of other people I didn't mention. So thanks so much to you guys.
And I'm getting better online, so they can follow me on Twitter. You can ask me more questions, and I can try to tweet back.
Yeah, we'll post
honest
links to his
answers.
site and his Twitter account so you can follow him.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thank you. Good interview.
Yeah,
Good interview.
definitely.
You guys happy? You guys good?
Yes.
Yeah, way better than our other interview.